Hi, I'm going to perform a trial for beginners program. First, make sure you're healthy and physically fit to perform this workout program. If you got some health issues, make sure you confirm with your doctor before you can start this workout. So I had to begin with the general warm-up for 10 minutes on a treadmill for a maximum heart rate of 50%, meaning I got 226 minus my age to get my working out heart rate. That is 50 over 100 times 226 minus 34. And so my heart rate is 96%. After that, I had to do a little dynamic warm-up for all the joints and the muscles to prepare them for the workout. I had to make sure I stretch my legs, each part of my leg, my arms, and all my body parts to make sure everything is prepared for the workout. So I was stretching my legs from one side to the other side, making sure I move my hip joints from one side to the other side. I had to stretch my upper body also, stretching the arms upwards, downwards, behind, in front, my shoulders, the left side and the right hand side, my head from one side to the other side, making sure that all the joints and all the parts of my body are well prepared for the workout. So I had to do this for 5 minutes. Lie back straight on the bench, feet hip width apart, feet high enough, knee 90 degrees. Push the weight up and lock your knees. Bring the weight down until the knees are 90 degrees. Press back up the weight without locking your knees. Keep the knees soft. Make sure you don't rotate your hips. Keep the spine on the bench while going up and down, breathing out and in, working on your quads and glutes. Make sure you repeat the same exercise for 20 repetitions until you complete the first set. After that, move to the next exercise and make sure each exercise takes 40 seconds. Set position of the knee straight with the machine, back straight on the bench below. Set the weight pad at the bottom of the calf before the ankle. Grab handles well, bring the legs up all the way and then back. Full range of motion before touching, we go back up. Keep tension on hamstrings. Keep the toes pointed to release calf muscles so that the hamstrings are working more, keeping the body in one position, the back touching the seat. Repeat the same movement for 20 repetitions for the first set. Keep breathing in while curling the legs down and out while bringing the legs up. Make sure to complete the exercise in 40 seconds and move to the next one. Next is glute. Keep the upper back on the bench, the glute bench. Take the weight and keep the rest of the body outside the bench. Keep the pelvic muscle moving easily and go up, working on the glutes. Make sure the glutes are contracting. Bring the weight, bring the body up. Keep the weight around the hips, going up until the body is straight. Knees 90 degrees on the way up. You breathe out all the way down and you breathe in all the way up. Maintain the position, balance, and control slowly down, working on the glutes. Do the whole movement for 20 repetitions. Next is chest press. Align your chest with the hand of the machine, keep in a straight line with the machine. Your breast level the press. Then press the weight forward and back to the chest level while breathing out and in during the workout. Make sure you keep your eyes straight, the back straight on the bench. Push the weight out and in until you move the 20 repetitions, keeping the feet straight on the floor or on the pad. Push out, making sure you are working on your chest muscles. Keep the arms moving out, moving in front and backward to your chest level. Next is lateral pull down for the upper back. Set the weight feet on the floor, open the chest, grab the bar with 2 hands. Start by pulling the bar away to the chest level and taking it all the way back up. Again, repeat the exercise until you complete the 20 repetitions. Keep the back in a straight line. Avoid bringing the body forward so that no pressure on the spine. Contract the abs and don't forget to breathe out on the way up and breathing in all the way, pulling down the ends. Keep your eyes straight and make sure you bring down the weight to your sternum or belly. For shoulder press, sit straight on the bench, feet on the floor. Handle must be at the shoulder level. Must not be high or low at the chest and shoulder level. Grab the handle and raise the weight all the way up, working on the shoulders. Go down, keeping 90 degrees with the elbow, making sure you stop before the weight bang against the machine. Continue the movement until the 20 repetitions are done, down, and not forgetting to breathe in and out as you do the workout. And make sure you feel the exercise in your shoulders. Make sure you put the weight you can count 20 repetitions. Calf raises for calf muscles. Bring the feet to the bottom of the pad on the calf raise machine. Knees straight, hips bent, meaning stretching the hamstrings and working on the calves while pressing the weight using the toes or front part of the feet, making sure you feel the workout or you feel the exercise in the calf muscles. Make sure the back is straight on the pillow. Keep your head straight while contracting your abs and make sure you breathe in and out. Perform the exercise for 40 seconds until the 20 repetitions are done. For biceps, I'll do the arm curl. Elbow come in line with the machine. Position both arms. Make sure the bench is not too low and too high. Back straight, take the barbell, bring it close to the body. Start by going up and back, bring the hands close to the shoulder level. As you go down, make sure you don't release the weight, don't stretch the elbow. Keep the biceps in control, keep arms stable. Don't forget to breathe in and out. To be honest, I don't know if I'm doing the exercise right, but just do what I'm saying because I am also just giving a try. I finished 20 reps and moved on the next exercise, and that is me for that tricep dips. Sit on the bench, hands to the side, feet on the pads. Take the handle and push all the way down and up, keeping the elbows in a V shape at the back while moving the arms up. Repeat until the 20 reps are down. Keep arms straight and close to the body. All the way down, arms are below the body and behind. And bending the elbow all the way up and back 90 degrees. Make sure as you do the exercise, you feel it in the triceps. Don't forget to contract your stomach or make your stomach tight. Next, sit as close to the bench, feet on the pad. Take the handles, bring the handles close to the body. Move through the abs, bending in front, contracting the abs or your stomach. Bend the back to the seat. On the way up, we breathe out and down. Breathe in, repeating the movement and keeping the stomach tight so that your abs are working and lifting the weight. Make sure you have put the weight you can lift for 20 repetitions and repeat the movement until you complete the first set for the abs. Don't forget to curl your the pillow. Back extension. Take your body weight, place your feet until they touch the back of the bench, hip bone above the pillow, go down straight and then back up. Contract the lower back to bring the body or pull the body back upwards. Repeat the exercise until you complete 20 repetitions while moving the body up and down. Keep breathing out and in respectively. And make sure your back is working. Don't forget to keep your feet on the feet pad and arms close to your chest. Repeat the movement until you complete the 20 repetitions. Last but not least, we can do cardios for the fat burning of a weight loss, and that is 20 minutes. On any machine you can choose. You can choose a treadmill. As for me, I chose that one, though I don't know the name. You can choose the step ups, you can choose the bicycle, whatever, as long as you can do the 20 minutes for the cardios at the end of your exercises. Keep moving as you increase the speed gradually until you complete the 20 minutes. You can move faster as you can as long as you increase the speed gradually and don't lower and then up at the same time. Just make sure you're moving at the pace you can manage. So continue to exercise with the cool down, and for my side I decided to cool down using plank for all the I chose plank because it works on a multiple number of muscles. So I began with a straight plank and I had to hold for 30 seconds, making sure your back is straight in line with your head, arms on the floor or on the working mat. Keep your eyes straight. Make sure you feel less pain, not too more painful. So I had to change to the plank of the right hand side and I had to hold for over 30 seconds, making sure your back is straight, the head is straight also, and arm straight on the floor. Though I was feeling pain, I couldn't take it anymore. But since it is a cool down, I have to take my time and complete the whole plank, and thereafter I had to change to the other arm, that is the left hand side plank, for 30 seconds as well. Keep the same way, back straight, eyes straight, your hand straight on the floor, and make sure you feel the plank on the sides of your body. I was almost getting tired and falling down because I had come all a long way. Just make sure you keep holding until you complete the movement. So I had to move on the full body stretch and I began with the lower back. I have to hold for 15 seconds, take a rest of around 5 seconds, and then do the second set of the stretch. Sure you feel the stretch. So I had to move on the inner thigh stretch for the both legs, the right and the left hand side, keeping my head down so that my back is in straight in line, and make sure you are sitting on the floor. Next is hamstring stretch for the left leg, and as well I had to hold for 15 seconds per stretch, rest for 5 seconds, and do the other side of the leg. Make sure as you hold you can feel the stretch in the leg. I change to the right hand side, stretching the hamstrings and the lower back as well. Most of the stretches, it includes more than one muscle. Just make sure your back is straight in line and not too much painful. Next, I had to do the arm stretch. This you have to make sure your feet behind is straight in line, but mine were not straight because I couldn't do it very well. And your pelvis or your hip bone is down on the floor. Make sure you stretch your abs. Next is the stretch for the spine. Arm straight on the floor, curve your back, or make sure you contract your abs and the back is bent forward, knees on the floor. Hold for 15 seconds. Next, I was doing just a split stretch, relaxing. Though I don't know what I was doing, but I'm sure it works on the inner thighs, so it can be the inner thigh stretch. But I was just doing a split because I wanted to relax my muscles and I was feeling pain, so I had to do one leg at a time. And then later on, I had to change on another leg, holding for 15 seconds on each side of the leg. And after this I had to move on my next stretch, that is the obliques on the right hand side, making sure I hold for 15 seconds, my feet standing straight on the floor, making sure I feel the stretch in the obliques and in the latissimus muscles. I had to change to the left hand side. I hold for 15 seconds as well for 2 times as I continue counting down my workout. After that, I had to move on the triceps stretch. And by holding my arm backwards, I was stretching the right hand side of the triceps, though I cannot do it on the other arm. So for the right hand side, I can, but for the left hand side, I had to support it while holding it with my right hand arm to make sure I stretch the triceps of the left hand side. As I come close to the end of my video, I ended by stretching the shoulder of the left hand side, keeping the arm across the chest level, holding for 15 seconds, making sure your shoulder is stretched and you feel less pain. I had to change to the right hand side arm, hold for 15 seconds, arm across the chest for the shoulder stretch, making sure you breathe in and out, feeling less pain, enjoying the exercise. And then later on I moved to the upper back stretch, keeping my arms in front, my my upper back curved a little bit or bent in front. Make sure I feel the stretch in the upper back. Coming close to the end of the video, I have to stretch my neck or my head to the right hand side of my body. I had to hold for 15 seconds, and later on I had to stretch the other side of the head also for 15 seconds. I'm not good at talking about the video, but I hope this one can do better. This is for the first time, and thanks for watching from the beginning up this time of 15 seconds. Lastly, I will do the quadriceps stretch while lying down because I was super tired. So I began with my left hand side, hold for 15 seconds while lying down. As I complete the first set, I had to move on to the next leg of my right hand side, and so I had to hold for 15 seconds, keeping my back straight and stretching the quadriceps. It's not easier being the first time, but I moved on to the stretching the hip flexor of the left leg. So I had to hold for 15 seconds as well. Make sure you feel the stretch in the hip flexors, and then change the other side of the leg to make sure you complete all the muscles of your body and increase the flexibility of your body. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.